In Our Headphones is made possible in part by Thorntail Hard Agave. Store finder at drinkthorntail.com.
From independent music station KEXP, you're listening to In Our Headphones, a podcast about the songs that we just can't stop listening to. This is Evie Stokes, and this week I'm talking with DJ Kennady. Hi, Kennady.
Hi, Evie.
So you host Audio Oasis on KEXP. Kennady, you chose a new track you're going to share with us today. What do you have?
I have something that is new from a band out of Seattle called Stoneyard. The track is called Amelia's Hand. They just put out this double single, Lifting / Amelia's Hand, and that came out very recently in March of this year. And I'm actually pretty newly hip to this band. I found out about them through doom scrolling on Instagram. But luckily, my doom scrolling on Instagram also includes lots of artists and looking at show posters and what local bands I know are playing with other local bands. And if there's ever a band that I don't know, I'll go and look them up. And Stoneyard happened to be one of those bands. And was a big fan of these two singles that they came out with in 2024, which were Long Line.
I wanna go to back to in a row to your...
And 20 Feet Tall.
Either way she gets gone. Either way she gets...
And they just released this one as well, and it's fantastic.
So we don't have a full record from them yet. There's been a couple double singles, maybe an EP in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think that they're a relatively new band. I mean, that Long Line / 20 Feet Tall single that came out in 2024 was their first release, at least that I know of, and that I can see from them. So I think that they're still pretty new, but they've consistently been putting out new releases and playing shows around Seattle. I have yet to see them play live, but they've been on the top of my list.
I imagine you have to do a lot of digging for the music that you play on your show, because it's, not just being, maybe you receive a lot of music from people.
I do receive a lot of music from people. I also best friends with Bandcamp and the Pacific Northwest tag on Bandcamp. So I'm always going through and trying to find stuff because, of course, there's lots of people that send me their music, but also there's lots of people that don't know about Audio Oasis, that don't know that this is a resource that they can get their music played on air. So I want to give everyone a fair chance that way.
So Stoneyard, like you said, is a Seattle band. I think, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but listening to this song gave me some, maybe some Built to Spill vibes.
Oh, yeah.
And this song itself is 7.5 minutes long, and we all know Built to Spill loves a long song.
I love a long song.
Me too. I have a whole playlist.
It gives me a time, in the DJ set, to just sit there and zone out.
To breathe for a second. So yeah, I thought a little bit as I was listening to this, I thought of Built to Spill. And there's also a local band that you probably know called Posse.
I can see it in the desperate look you have in your eyes.
That makes music that sounds a little bit like this. They have some nice long epic songs too, so that came to mind. But yeah, I really like this. I like a song that has that builds up and then gives you a little bit of room to breathe and then builds up at the end again. And that's kind of what I found with this song.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the big 90s vibes on this one, especially like you said, Built to Spill. I hear a lot of influence from those late 90s, early 2000s Pacific Northwest bands, even some early Modest Mouse. And I think that they're a really, really cool band, and I'm glad that they are playing shows and getting out there and doing stuff, and I'm really, really hoping for a new record from them because that would be very fun.
All right, well, let's listen to it. Again, this is a Seattle band Stoneyard with Amelia's Hand. music featured on In Our Headphones by following our In Our Headphones playlists, available on both Spotify and YouTube. KEXP is an independent, nonprofit radio station and arts organization. This podcast, along with all of our programming, is made possible because of the generous support of our listeners. If you'd like to make a gift to KEXP, you can do so at kexp.org. And if you enjoy In Our Headphones, please write us a review wherever you get your podcasts. In Our Headphones is hosted by me, Evie Stokes, and produced by Lilly Anna Fowler. Audio was mastered by William Myers. Serafima Healy provided production support, and our associate editorial director is Dusty Henry. Our theme song is Gospel for a New Century by Eve Toomer. If you have feedback, you can reach us at headphones@kexp.org.